იმენა მე არ ვიჩევ კავიას.
Q Gemini. Now, cheating in video games isn't a crime, but the way streamer Miss Q Gemini tried to cover up her blatant cheating absolutely was. This young, ambitious gamer regularly streamed herself playing the ferociously competitive Counter-Strike Global Offensive, or CSGO for short, which is an online multiplayer first-person shooter game. However, back in 2017, she started her stream with a huge rant about how she'd been unfairly accused of cheating.
You know what's really sad? That sometimes, because I'm female in Counter-Strike, people are like, you're cheating!
Wait a
შეგადე რას ამბობს ეხა უყურე იციო ყველაზე ცუდი რაღაც არ არისო ხანდახან იმიტომ რომ გოგო ვარო ეგრევე მაგით რომ იმართლებს თავს ბიჭო როგორც აი ზანგება იციან რომ რაღაცა ცუცრად ხო ეგრევე რასიზმით რომ იმას აკეთებ შენ მე რატო მაყენებ შეურაცხყოფას იმიტომ რომ ზანგი ვარ ხო ხდებ ეგეთი ძალიან ბანძი ექსკიუზი მოიყვანა რა ეხა უყურე კაჩი ყველაზე მეტად რა ტეხავსო იციო რომ ხანდახან ხალხს ჰაკერი იმიტომ გონი ვარო იმიტომ რომ female ქალი ვარო ანუ რა
tell off those pesky trolls. But then, during the game's warm-up phase, she seemed
to
forget that the whole world could see her screen, and she brought up a cheat software menu. After hitting the load coding button, all of her rivals' ranks and locations suddenly began appearing through the walls. For those of you who don't play CSGO, I can tell you now, this ain't normal. It's called a wall hack, which allows players to locate their opponents in the game's arena. Hacks like this are a sneaky way. Gemini's viewers were quick to pick up on it, but blissfully unaware she'd been caught, she continued to play. And it's at that point she finally realized what she'd done, as you can see from her facial expressions. After being caught red-handed, you time to fess up, right? Well, take a listen to the cringy excuses that start falling out of her mouth.
You guys, do you guys ever get that weird glitch in CS:GO where it shows your rank? It shows everyone's rank. Clara, give me 1 second. Clara, let me just message this girl. Give me 1 second. She promised me she didn't use it on my PC. I'm f***ing done. This is what happens when you let people use your PC. Can't trust them. Alright, that's nice to know.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't Clara that we watched load the cheat code at the beginning of this game. Her CSGO account was eventually slapped with an anti-cheat ban. But
Infestation არის თამაშის ვიდეოების ნახი მაგწერტო. Counter-ს არ უყურებ დიდად. Counter-ს უფრო უყურებ. აი highlight-ებს ხომ Kenies-ის და ჩემი ბიჭის. უი, კაი რაღაცა Kenies-ზე. Kenies-ი ბრუნდება Counter-ში გავიგე. გუეჭველი იქნება და გეტყვით თუ ეგ არის თუ არა. აუ, რამხელა ეფო უეყინა ბიჭო. ხელები სად ჩანს ჩემი გაიმენა ესე უმიზნებს.
During the Extremes Land Zowie Asia tournament in 2018, Forsaken was competing as part of the pro esports team Optic the top-tier CSGO tournament, which had a hefty prize of $100,000. But as Forsaken was playing, someone reported him for suspicious activity, and an administrator was called in. At first, Forsaken boldly refused the admin access to his terminal, but after they asserted their position, they probed into his setup and discovered a suspicious program running in the background. When it was pointed out, Forsaken unbelievably batted their hands away and tried to delete it in front of their eyes. Stunned, the administrators disqualified Forsaken on the spot, and the entire event. When they finally got a good look, they discovered the illegal aimbots he'd been desperately trying to delete. These are hacks that provide easier target acquisition for players and are expressly prohibited by CSGO. But what made it worse was that they'd been accessed multiple times, meaning he'd cheated in many different matches. Appalled by his actions, Forsaken was handed a full 5-year ban from the Esports Integrity Coalition. The pro player was also booted from his team, but in the overwhelmingly embarrassing aftermath, Optic India was dissolved altogether.
Don't need an
aimbot to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. You're better than that cheater ever will. Tavo Betan.
და სახში ჩაწეკით ბილად, აი გააკაი.
Running before, it's where players record themselves racing to complete levels or entire games as fast as humanly possible. And some of these times are so fast, they're only separated by the split second of a button push. It's not the most well-known style of gameplay, but because the community is made up of passionate nerds like me, speedrunning is a serious business.
ყველაზე მაგარი რაღაც არის speedrun gaming-ში, რაც კი არსებობს, ხო არ გადაო.
Under heavy fire when Mexican channel Badabun uploaded his insanely fast Super Mario Bros. Speedrun back in 2017. He effortlessly
დროზე
sailed through the entire
speedrun-ზე ჰაკერზე სადაც შეგიძლია დაიჭირო არის აი ესენი, აი რაც აი ყოველ წამს იცვლება ეკრანზე, ხვდები? უი მოიცა განახებთ ხარ რაც მომობა აი ეს რა დრო აი აქ ჩავსო ჩემ თავს მოიცა აჰა
game, completing it in a respectable 5 minutes and 12 seconds. While this run earned him plenty of online views, the speedrunning community spotted some serious problems. For a start, even though the attempt was just 5 minutes long, Tavo took the time to guzzle down Coke and pizza as he was playing. Surely, if he were taking this seriously, he could have waited 5 minutes to have his dinner, right? Secondly, the game's counters suspiciously didn't match what was happening in the footage. Like here, where Tavo collects 11 coins, but the counter curiously increases by 12. It was clear that Tavo had stolen someone's speedrun footage and mashed it with a different counter so that it wasn't too obvious he'd stolen it. But this minor mistake didn't escape the attention of down the original footage and revealed that it had been brazenly stolen from world record speedrunner Darbian. And when the community found out, Tavo was crucified online. He admitted what he'd done and apologized. It was just part of a social experiment. Lame excuses aside, it's pretty clear that this was just done for clout, seeing how, despite his apology, his run is still up on Badabun's channel. Although now, I reckon it'll take more than video splicing for Tavo to outrun his ruined reputation. Joshua Ottenil Kriegshauser. Game developers stream on as an awesome way of interacting with the game's community, but these developers usually have special abilities other players don't, which can look like cheats, as Joshua Ottenil Kriegshauser awkwardly discovered back in 2017.
Oh, I mero gurmomena trais tamashi H1Z1
decided to stream but when he blasted through a rival group of players, their reactions shocked him.
What's happening?
Why are you cheating, really, dude? You're cheating?
A dev cheating.
Wait, can you not see him?
You can't see me?
Yes. Oh, he is, I mean.
Oh my god, am I hidden?
Ooh, cheating like that definitely isn't a good look for a developer. Although it seems like he'd genuinely forgotten to turn off his special cloak of invisibility. Either that, or he just really wanted to show those 12-year-olds who was boss. Frost. With 100 million monthly players, League of Legends is one of the largest online multiplayer games in the world. It involves two teams.
Finally, League of Legends is season 2-ში. თუ სწორად მახსოვს, იყო 2011 თუ 2010. მე მგონი 2011 თუ ვაფშე 2012. Adobe Frost იყო აი Ezreal რო არის, ხო და აი TPA assassin, Taipei assassin ეზი. სკინი რაღაც ხელი რო აქვს ლიგას თუ თამაშობ თვინმე მაგის კონკურენტი იყო ფინალში მაგას მახსოვს ერთი 5 დორიტოს იმედო იმენა და ერთი 4 დიდი ბოთლი კოკა-კოლა და ეს გიჟი ვიტყურებდი იმენა ჭამდი რა ძალიან გიჟი დრო იყო ბიჭო და აზუბო ფროსტი იყო კაროჩე რომელ გუნდსაც მე ბალეში ყოფდი Adre.
To occupy and defend their half of a map.
The Taipei assassin არის რომელმაც სოფლიო მოიგო ფინალი ეგ იყო რა როგორც მახსოვს
from the other team.
თუ ნახევარ ფინალი იყო ეგ ვერ ვიხსენებ
Team Azubu Frost.
აუ რა დრო გავიდა ბიჭო
back in 2012 during the season 2 world championships
Azubu მახსოვს აქ რაც მოხდა უკან კამერას ეკრანს უყურებდა ტიპი და ყველაფერს ხედავდა მახსოვს აქ ეს დრამატო უყურე კაცო ტიპი ზემოთ ხო იცი დიდი კამერები რო არის იმებს უყურებდა და იქ ხედავდა რა ხო რაღაც იცოგვარი ხელთათმანი აქვს ეს დიდი თითი აქვს რა ესე თათმანი უკეთია ფელჩატკი
faced off against Team Solo Mid. From the get-go, the match was plagued by technical issues which caused multiple pauses. But during these pauses, members of Team Azubu Frost sneakily checked out the mini-map that was being broadcast on the huge stadium screen behind them. This allowed them to see exactly where the other team was heading and what they were planning. Team Captain Woong in particular looked back at the screen on a number of occasions before recklessly altering his gameplay. Azubu Frost won the round, but an investigation by League of Legends developer Riot Games later determined that Woong clearly gained an unfair advantage by looking at the screens. He also shared the information with his team, which led them to certain victory. For this unsportsmanlike behavior, Azubu Frost was fined 20% of their tournament winnings, costing them a grand total of $30,000.
Oh, დიდი არაფერი, კაცო. ბაზარი არა, მაგრამ 100,000 როცა იგებ 30,000 თუ გართმევენ, დიდი არაფერი.
Streamers play games in a way that can
კი, არხი დავიბრუნე,
really
კეინ.
an audience, like Mr. Golds, for example.
სალამი როგორ ხარო, ბათუმსკი, შენ როგორ ხარ, ჯიმა?
Boasted a respectable average of 2,000
არა, დისკორდში არა, ჰეილი, დისკორდში არა.
bragged about how good he was at Call of Duty Warzone. But during a stream from August 2020, one of his viewers noticed something strange on his screen. Can you see what their cursor is pointing out?
Have you ever seen anyone playing like me? Like seriously?
Yup, while Mr. Golds was shamelessly bragging about how he's so good that he doesn't need to cheat, he had the cheating software engine owning
დებილია, ვერ ხედავს რა საკეთებს ახლა ბიჭო.
is an app that freely admits
ტიპსაკი გახსნილია და ამბობს რა მაგარი მოთამაშია.
including Call of Duty, like their aim at enemies hack, which Mr. Golds clearly had set to on in the background.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We got him.
got him.
Opa.
After he was rightfully exposed, Mr. Golds' channel received temporary suspension as Twitch's guidelines banned the streaming of cheats in any online games. Although his channel is now back up, this cheater hasn't recovered enough dignity to show his face on the platform since. FaZe Jarvis.
აი ეს სოჭი დებილი იყო, ეს დისკორდში ვინა იყო, ანა იმენა დღემდე არ ვიცი. დისკორდში კი არა, კაცო. დისკორდი წავიკითხე და მაგითო წერტო. FaZe-ში ვინა იყო, ანა დღემდე არ ვიცი.
This British YouTuber and gamer rose to fame when he joined the mega popular esports group, the FaZe Clan, in 2019. He'd been uploading his Fortnite gameplay to YouTube since 2018, with many of his videos garnering millions of views each. His channel was made up almost exclusively of Fortnite gameplay, but then in fathomably dumb decision, he uploaded a video where he openly claimed to be using an aimbot.
Because I've got the hack open and stuff, it's making my Streamlabs like lag, so I can't do that. You won't be able to see on the recording that I've got the mod, but just so you guys know I do. This is what happens. Look, aimbot, FOV, aimbot, FOV. Like, I don't know what half this stuff means, but it's actually about to be lit. We're about to pop off. See you. Mate, how's it not hitting anyone?
What?
I got aimbot.
Look at this. Look at this.
While the hilariously controversial video made him
ეს კლიპები მახსოვს.
YouTube money, Fortnite's developers Epic Games didn't see the funny
ვიდა შემო ეროვნული პროგრამების და ეროვნული გამოცდების პროგრამა გადახაში გამოცდებზე რანაირად?
bragging about it to millions of people online. Without missing a beat, Epic Games brought down the hammer and immediately banned Jarvis's account. But the ban wasn't just for a month or even.
კარგად ვერ ვარკვევი, მაგრამ მე 30-60 მირჩევნია ბევრად.
He was only banned from the community. He was also
და მანდ და ნერს უყიდულობ ცოტა ხანი მოიცადე და ბარემ 30-80 იყიდე.
gaming events.
ბათუმსკი. შეიძლება ფასში განსხვავება იყოს, მაგრამ ღირს ბარემ თუ მაგას ყიდულობ, ხო ხდები რა?
Jarvis released a tearful apology video admitting his infractions and accepting Epic Games' decision.
I'm truly like so sorry.
კოჩი თუ შეძრებ შემთხვევებს დემიჯერაკ და მარშმელოებს ისვრი. იმენა ტროლავენ ჰაკერებს.
I'm gonna do my best to accept any punishment that like comes my way, whatever happens. I'm not trying to find like a quick road out, but like being banned forever is just like thinking about a lifetime ban is just
აუ როგორ უჭირს ბიჭო?
With all those tears, his account remains banned almost 2
ჩემი და
is obviously a dumb move, but not obvious enough for pro Fortnite player Marki Laukuras. During the 2019 ESL Katowice Royale Fortnite tournament, which had a grand prize of $500,000,
რა ფასები კი და ისენი არის პრიზები Fortnite-ში ბიჭო?
points, but thanks to a bug, he wasn't eliminated and quickly discovered he could keep playing. Now, he should have alerted an administrator to the error. Instead, he exploited the bug and waited to be revived by his teammates. But when his teammates asked him what had happened, he did this. So it's clear he knew he'd done something wrong, but he was trying to avoid being detected. Eventually, the admin spotted what he'd done and asked him to leave. But unbelievably, Marki refused.
ხადაობ ტიმს უთხრეს რომ წადიო всё მორჩაო კაჭი ადეკიო და არაო
After stalling for as long as he could, he was finally convinced to leave his terminal and was disqualified from the tournament. But this incident sparked a huge debate online. Technically, it was a glitch, so it wasn't like Marki had purposefully engineered the cheat, but being a pro player, he really should have known better than to try and exploit it. Ultimately, he didn't face any kind of punishment aside from being disqualified. Even if you don't play Fortnite, do you think that judgment was fair? Let me know down in the comments. Shroud Grzizek simply couldn't resist getting involved with it. With more than 9 million followers on Twitch, this professional streamer racks up tens of thousands of views per stream. And this meant there were plenty of witnesses when he joined in with the hijinks of this group of hackers back in 2018.
I'm busy. What the hell?
მაგარი დაფრინავს
Just like in the real world, cars in PUBG aren't meant to fly like that. Shroud couldn't resist the offer of a free ride.
Shit, can you take me to the zone real quick?
Yeah. I actually sell
რა კაცია ზონაში წაიყვანა ჰაკერმა ბიჭო
And like Fortnite, PUBG has a very strict no cheating policy that it enforces indiscriminately.
აუ მაგას მეც დიდი შემოვნებით ძალიან ასწორებს
He later apologized and admitted he knew what he was doing.
ო კაი ეს ხო არაფერი არ არის ისეთი და მაგაზე ბანი როგორ შეიძლება მოთამაშეს დაადო
If someone offered you the chance to ride in a flying car, it'd be pretty hard to turn down, right?
მაგაზე უარი როგორ უნდა თქვა არ მესმის არც მე ბაზარი არაა ძმაო
The NBA 2K21 community is an extremely competitive group of players who take any hint of cheating very seriously, as professional player and YouTuber Chalk found out back in 2020. This was
გადაიტანა ჰეილი ეკთახმა უჭველი შეინახე თორე ცვაჩოჩი მართლა აპასნი არის
and called him out online for using a modified controller.
What? I'm not defending him, but he doesn't. The Zen start in the center. It doesn't matter. You can do it without it, bro. Let's watch. Shoot a fade.
If you don't play NBA 2K21, like me, that explanation probably flew right over your head. So let me break it down. You may be thinking that a modified controller has levers and buttons designed to make quicker and easier button hits, but they don't always look that obvious. Controllers like the Cronus Zen, for example, can run software like aimbots, which makes scoring hoops in the game much easier. And this is something that T-Jack aggressively accused Chalk of doing.
Why does his bar not move in this game? His bar does not move. Hold on. It looks like let's look at this. Why does his bar not move?
When you gotta aim.
But Chalk wasn't taking this lying down. He
admitted
every single button press he made on his controller to prove he wasn't cheating.
Nothing changed. You guys have seen my controller the entire time. And I'm playing uncomfortable because I gotta have my hands so high. Nothing changes, bro. Literally nothing changes. I'm shooting with X and I'm still greening. What's the next one? Green. You see it, bro. Nothing's changing. You see it.
However, this gaming community was already in full witch hunt mode. Despite Chalk's proof, more and more accusations began flooding Chalk's chats. Eventually, the pressure became too much for him to handle, and Chalk broke down live on one of his streams.
See it, man. You don't see that these dudes sit in group chat and on me.
While there's no way to really tell whether
მაგრამ თუ არ ჰაკერობ მაშინ რაზე ბრაზდები ეგ არ მესმის და არ კიდია თუ არ ჰაკერობ დაიკიდე ვინას ამბობს
So what do you
ვიღაცას ნერვები რო ეშლება პირიქით უფრო ხოვაზე ხარ
just being dunked on for being really good at this game? Let me know down in the comments. XQC.
XQC რა გააკეთა? რა ხალხი ჭითავ შემი?
Lengel is one of Twitch's most popular
არა, ტვინი იბურღება ხოლმე ძალიან სტრიმ საიპებით, თორე რაზეა ბაზარი. რატო იცი? მე თუ ვიღაცას გასნაიპებს, შენ უნდა მოიკლა თავი, ან ის მოკლა, ხო ხვდები და მაგითო. თორე განარამე ცუდია რომ. თუ არა და ორივეს ბანს დაგადებენ.
But back in December 2020, he had some serious explaining to do when this slip up happened live on stream.
What the f was that?
Did you see that? Well, if I enhance that fifth file from the left, can you see it now? That, my friends, is a big file labeled cheats. Admittedly, it's completely empty, but why would
ეგრე ჩიტების ფაილი მეც მაქვს, ეგ არაფერს ანიშნავს იმენა single player თამაშებში.
Panicked when that window opened. He didn't exactly seem innocent, but he had an explanation ready.
A randomizer, there's something called cheats, and those cheats are like to make the game different. Like, if you're doing a certain run, you have to use a cheat folder.
So, he needed it to change the difficulty of his Pokemon games.
ვაი მე რაღაცა რომ მოხდეს როჩი ერთი რაღაცა კარგად მეც უნდა ვთქვა ეხავეთ როჩი ეხა ვიღაცა რომ მე და მეწყო საკარი ხარო ჩემრაი ნუბსად უნდა უთხრა ეგ მაგრამ მაინც რა.
Guidelines. Despite this smoking gun, Twitch didn't take any action, even though he'd been caught cheating.
აუ როგორ მიყვარს ეს თამაში ბიჭო.
This happened when, during GlitchCon's Twitch Rivals Fall Guys tournament, XQC decided to target other players taking part in this battle royale platform game.
ოპა, ძალიან გიჟი თამაში არის და აუ ეს ვითამაშოთ ხოლმე ძმობას გაბიცებ რა. მაგარი, აი ბლომად ხალხი რო შევიკრიბოთ, მაგარი მუღამი ექნება ბიჭო.
That is
with the stream snipe?
dude.
Who got fed? Who got fed?
With his opponent in his
როგორ მიყვარს ეს თამაში იცით?
eyes darting to and from his rival's stream as he plays, so he knows when and where to sabotage him.
ძალიან საყვარელი რაღაცები არიან ბიჭო ეს კევები რო დარბიან. ო breaking bets უეჭველი ჩაუждები ერთხელ სვეჩში.
Unfortunately for XQC, stream sniping directly violates Twitch's code of conduct. They slapped him with a 6-month ban from future Twitch Rivals events, forced him to forfeit his GlitchCon winnings, and suspended him from the platform for 7 days. Maybe he should have stuck with Pokemon. Do you know of any other streamers or gamers?